You're the boss.
Well, let's flip that around. All right, we are live on YouTube in studio.
Already
What's
live?
up, YouTube?
This just got real
Oh my
estate.
gosh, look at that wide angle.
Hit
You
you with that.
teach me about that wide angle lens there.
Hit you with that wide angle status.
It's DPL.
Telling everybody the
5VE123.
password on live YouTube. She was like, the password to all my bank accounts
Is make money, make money.
Seriously, if anybody ever tried to hack me, I'm the easiest person to hack because it's the same password for everything.
On everything.
My son's stepmom, she's like, I need to log into something, and I go, well, just log in. She's like, what's your password? I'm like, really? She goes, oh, duh. Wait a minute. She's like, I'm in. I'm like, it's.
She
She's
has
like,
access to your whole life.
Well, because my ex and I, we literally have the same exact password for everything. And it's just unintentional. Like, it's our kid's name and birthday, you know what I mean? So we just
All right,
have it. For
live there. You guys, shall we?
Let's do it.
I'm trying to get him going.
Oh, okay. All right, we're live down here on Instagram.
What's
What up,
up?
Instagram?
What's up, Instagram?
Got Brian Cunningham in the house.
Tell me about this while we're getting settled. Tell me about the wide angle. Who is it? What is it?
The wide angle. What's up, peeps? You guys all right?
Damn. Is it private Wi-Fi? Why is it not working?
So I have 4 out of 5
Okay.
should be good.
No, we have to turn your actual, your Wi-Fi off, join their Wi-Fi here, and then put you on airplane mode.
You guys, this is gonna start in about 2 minutes, so hang with us. You're getting the behind the scenes. This just got real estate podcast.
This is the glamour Nicholas.
This is it.
Okay.
The super
Yeah.
glue.
You're in the kitchen with us here.
How do I go back to your main screen? Oh, jeez, this is so weird.
Oh, what are we looking for now?
I
Facebook?
want to put you, no, I want to go to your, that little screen where I can put airplane mode on, you know, like
Oh.
sheet screen. Okay, I want to go to your Facebook. Okay. And then
Oh, I see what.
yeah, because if somebody calls you,
So, add description. Should I put it in the flyer?
whatever you want. No, right where we are. You gonna be able to
Instagram, you're watching my focus face, trying to figure out what to write for
Yeah.
the intro.
Here we go.
This just
Throw
got
it in.
to stage.
Should wear these the whole time?
Dude,
These are really cool.
I wanted to give it. They have a color that looks like AZ Flat Fees green. I wanted to get them in that color. My wife said they look like ski goggles, so I'm not gonna get them. I'll shout out. They're on Instagram, Blenders.
Oh, you might get affiliate,
There you go, yeah.
influencer affiliate.
Just got a $100,000 affiliate check.
That's it.
Oh, let's see.
All right.
Okay.
You want to press play on that end
Yeah.
for live? Yeah. And then here, watch.
All right. Am I gonna launch yours?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay. All right.
Just type in, you have to type in Lacey. It wouldn't come up when I did Aaron first.
Yeah. Are we live on my Facebook?
What's up?
What's up, peeps? We're
What's
just
up,
getting
Facebook?
ready. We have Brian Cunningham in here. I'm trying to figure out his Facebook.
I don't know how to use Facebook Live, okay? So I should
We're getting you set up.
Just press on the camera button. I learned how to do it last week at a show. I was surprised.
Yeah.
You did it on accident and your Facebook Live and everything.
Well-
I had a lender do that,
Yeah.
and he was in Mexico on his phone on Facebook Live, and
Oh, that's
it
dangerous.
was like in his pocket. Uh-oh, I just got a new
Ooh.
lead. That's gonna cost me money.
Nice.
You need to hire some team members.
Oh snap.
Hey,
We're live.
Mason, Micah, if you're listening and you're watching this, go hop in follow up boss and follow up with that new lead because my phone is on airplane mode and I can't do it.
The game doesn't stop, you guys. What's up?
Dude,
What's up?
Let's say what's up. This is Aaron Lacey,
What's up, you guys?
tech genius. Is
How
that
we
how
doing?
you would?
Dude, I can appreciate that quite a bit. So
Okay.
that'll
Ashley
work.
Miller.
That'll work.
Ashley Miller. She's
Hey,
a
guys.
marketing genius. Let's see. I don't want to
Genius.
just. I want to just
Wow.
look at myself.
No, that's it
I
though.
want to put it. I
Peeps
want
want to
to
look
put
at
it
you.
back.
People
want
want to look at you.
They don't want to look at us.
Here.
We'll do me and you.
Here. No, they want to look at you, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
they're
right,
looking
well
at you.
now, I won't be bashful, I guess.
No. Cool.
Hey, I got one viewer. It's probably my mom.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, it's Brian. Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up?
Ryan, what up?
What's up?
Oh, now we got two, so it's my mom and Ryan.
Your two favorite people.
All right, you guys. Here we go.
You ready? Let's rock this puppy.
What's that feedback?
It's the phone up against the speakers.
Oh, on the
Oh.
It's technology. You see how that works?
Here we go.
Isn't that weird how
What
that
is,
works?
There we go.
What-
Cool.
Now I
What
can't
is-
see
Here.
well.
Here we.
There we go.
Technical difficulties.
I'll
okay.
dive in
It's
there.
technology, man. These phones don't know how to talk to
We're
the
just
speakers.
pretending like we don't know what we're doing.
All right, you guys got a nice little behind the scenes of This Just Got Real Estate podcast. We're getting ready to launch here. Brian Cunningham, whenever you're ready. Robin, behind the scenes, makes it all happen.
All right, we're ready to rock it. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
Who's
I want
commenting?
to see Ashley not your mic.
Oh, that's hilarious. Ryan's funny.
Oh, we're not playing this out loud?
I don't know.
That didn't come out.
What is up, Ashley Miller?
What's happening, Aaron Lacey?
You know, we're just doing our thing over here, bringing in entrepreneurs, innovators, influencers, you know, big time folks who are doing awesome things that didn't just wake up one day and become, you know, highly motivated and successful. So who are we here with today?
So we have Brian Cunningham. He's an entrepreneur, real estate agent, adoring husband, and father of 3 children under the age of 5.
3 pretty girls.
Aww.
Oh,
And one of the things that I love about Brian Cunningham is just how humble and amazing he is. And I want you to tell us like what you're doing right now. You're really kind of trying to change the real estate market.
Brian,
It's
who the
really
heck
awesome.
are you?
Everybody's,
question.
everybody's asking.
Yeah.
I've come out of nowhere. So my background is in investment real estate,
Okay.
right? So I left the investment game because I would have sellers tell me, you know, hey, I want to sell my house, and your blood-sucking low offer to buy my house doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be able to help these people. So I'm from California. Came here
Okay.
in 2006. Married my beautiful wife, Lainey Cunningham. Shout out to her.
There you go.
Woo!
And in this journey, I've been in real estate since 2009 here in Phoenix.
Okay.
And just started in August AZ Flat Fee.
AZ Flat Fee. Okay, what is AZ Flat? Is that a disruptor?
I hope it is. I want it to be.
Okay.
I want to change the
Okay.
game.
So our audience is made up of rock star real estate agents across Arizona, actually across the country.
You guys shouldn't be sitting with me then.
No, but like here's the thing. In order for an agent to compete, to be successful, they need to know who their competitors are. They need to know what's going on. And so give us like, dude, tell us about what is AZ Flat Fee doing? Why are you guys growing so quickly? And what do you do for AZ Flat Fee? You started the company, or you're a
Yeah,
co-founder.
so in August, I started AZ Flat Fee. And what it is, it's a $3,000 flat fee listing service.
Okay.
Agents, don't be upset. I'm still paying you guys well. I tell the seller to offer a full co-broke 3%.
Got it.
But I'm trying to do everything that a typical real estate agent would do
Yep.
for $3,000.
Okay.
I try and systematize the process, try and make it even and equal across the board so that everybody gets the same service and feel, and just do it in volume. So that's the game changer. That's the difference, is just the fee and how how the seller compensates.
I mean, that makes sense to me. If I was just the solo agent doing traditional real estate, I took a $300,000 listing. Let's say I make just for lack of a better number, 3% on it. That's $9,000. You're taking a couple thousand. What'd you say? 3,000?
3,000.
3,000. So you got to do 3 deals to get that $9,000.
Yeah.
But you're able to do 3 because you've systematized your business. You're providing a high level of service, but you have the systems in place to handle the volume. So now you literally could probably do 3 transactions with the effort that it takes an individual agent to do 1. So, I mean, that makes sense to me, right?
I think you're a genius, but
I appreciate it. And the sellers, they like it. So guys, I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
In real estate right now, I feel like I call it commission compression.
Yep.
So we have OfferPad, Open Door,
Yep.
Zillow's now buying houses. Welcome to the game, Zillow.
Yep.
Homie, yeah,
Zillow
right.
now,
I'll shout out my other competitors, homie.
There you go.
Purple Bricks, right? I mean, this is real. Purple Bricks got $60 million to launch in LA. They're coming to Phoenix, I think, this year.
Yeah.
So this commission compression, this attack of the listing agent job,
Yeah.
is real. I mean, people understood. Hey, when we had a listing book that was this thick that came out every 2 weeks,
Yep.
that's was all the listings and it was print. And if you didn't read that print, you didn't know what the listings were.
Sure.
People get like, hey, you deserve that money, but right now, with the pervasiveness of the internet and how much data is really available, sellers are starting to question, why do I need to pay the agent so darn much money?
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to get on board before everybody else does.
Sure. Yeah. You're just taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what I want to know is, you said you're raised in California. You came out here. Are your folks out here?
Yeah, so we came out to take care of my grandparents.
Oh.
So in 2006, my mom woke up one day and just says, guys, I have a feeling that we need to come out and we need to take care of grandma and grandpa. Since we came out, my grandfather's passed. He got super sick. My grandma's had 3 or 4 strokes, like little mini ones. And I feel like it was a God thing. I feel like we were really meant to be, and this is where I met my wife. So obviously I'm biased. I think it was a good
Yeah,
move.
absolutely. So your family is very tightly knit, like together.
Yeah.
You guys have an amazing relationship. Tell me a little bit about kind of like your dynamics, like growing up and where you came from, and how you decided to just become an entrepreneur.
It's funny, and I don't want my dad to get offended when he watches this. So,
Hi, Dad.
So my dad, shout out to my dad. He's a hustler. He's a hard worker. He was a police officer.
Nice.
Worked every part of that industry. He was on SWAT. He did undercover narcotics. Like,
Wow.
guy had hair down to here, drove a different car.
Where was this at?
This was in California,
Oh,
in
nice.
Central California.
Okay.
And I didn't get to see my dad a ton. He worked nights, so he
Yeah.
slept all day. I got home from school, I'd see him for maybe dinner, and then he'd leave. And he was gone for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and I said, to myself, this is kind of like a hard road that he's cut for our family.
Sure.
I appreciated every minute and every police officer, firefighter that dedicates their life to that cause. I'm grateful, but I didn't want that for me,
Yeah.
right? Plus, I'm a chicken. I didn't want anybody to shoot.
Yeah.
And I'll say this now, my dad's had a decorated career. He's been shot at, stabbed, ran over. I mean,
Oh my God.
this police hate that is kind of in, I guess, in society.
Sure.
My dad's given his life and sacrificed everything for that.
Totally.
So I decided that I wanted to go out and do something, start my own business. In 2006, I was graduating high school. That's when flipping was huge. You saw it on HGTV, you saw it everywhere. And so I decided I was going to be a real estate entrepreneur.
You graduated from high school during the boom.
Yeah.
So you're like, real estate is where the cash is at. Let's do this.
100%. So I actually graduated. I was going to go into school for construction management. It was the highest paying degree out of college.
Okay.
You're going to make 90 grand out of college.
That's nice.
But then I did one of those Mormon missions.
Yeah.
So in 2007, I left and I dedicated 2 years to the Lord, and I went out and basically sold Jesus for 2 years.
Yeah.
Hard sell.
That's a hard sell.
Name badge, black and white.
Yeah. I had a suit like you.
There we
but I
go.
was looking
No wonder
fresh
you're
back
like,
then.
Brian shows up this morning and said, I didn't know we're dressing up, but now I know why he doesn't want to rock that suit.
It's 2
When
years.
you're for 2 years, you're over it, right?
And it was in Anaheim, California,
Sure.
Newport Beach, Irvine. That's where I went and did
There
my
we
mission.
go. Yeah.
So I watched the crash from an insulated position.
Yeah.
And people there, mentors helped me see like, hey, the real estate market's where it's at. That's where you'll make real money.
Sure. Okay. And,
So that was my start.
So what did you do? Like, what did you get into? You were traditional real estate, just got licensed, started selling homes, working with buyers, showing homes.
So I started with Keller Williams.
Okay.
I spent 6 or 8 months in Keller Williams. I got headhunted to go to a property management investment firm.
Yeah.
I was there for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Headhunted again, and then I basically for the last 7 years I've managed a big private equity firm's money, helped them buy rental properties, helped them flip homes. We bought a We Buy Ugly Houses franchise.
Okay.
And that's just kind of what I bowed out of in August. I said, I think there's a better way for me to help the general public.
Yeah.
I see a hole in real estate. I see a niche that I can be in, and that was helping people sell more affordably.
We Buy Ugly Houses. Can I just talk about that for a second?
Go for it.
A lot of people talk about these disruptors coming to the market, but how long? And you know, the quote unquote iBuyer, the you know, you talked about earlier, OfferPad, Open Door, Zillow offers. Not there's a ton of different concepts,
Yep.
but there always kind of has been. How long has We Buy Ugly Houses been around?
We Buy Ugly House has been around since the 80s. It started in Texas.
Okay, over 30 years, right, in this market.
Yeah. Oh, here in Phoenix,
Oh.
I think since the early thousands, 2002.
2002. Okay, so the whole investment pool, buying homes, right, at maybe a little below market, and doing whatever with them is nothing new, right?
It's not new, but these guys, OfferPad, Open Door, Zillow, I mean, they're putting hundreds of millions, if not billions, behind it,
Yeah.
and so that buying power, I guess, the market feels it more.
And the advertising and marketing. I mean,
Well, now, I mean, marketing,
that's massive.
we have such an ability to market to a larger network where before We Buy Ugly Houses, you remember the little sign that used to be on the corner by the gas station?
Yeah.
or
Totally,
fries
well,
and-
handwritten.
Yeah, it's changed. I mean, we're evolutionizing, and I think it's awesome that you are able to create what you've created. I mean, I think that especially for your family, you know, you're talking about your dad, and now you've got this business, and you're doing this, and you're out there helping people, and you've got your wife and your kids at home. That's pretty awesome that you have that opportunity to be present with your children. I remember us talking, you said you didn't know if you could come today on Thursday because every Thursday morning you take your son to school?
My daughter, yeah.
Yeah, or
Yes,
I'm sorry, daughter.
yesterday was or Tuesday was her last day of school, so this worked out to be the first Thursday I was
Nice.
available.
But you're dedicated, like you
Yeah.
have your schedule, you have your routine, so tell us a little bit about what your kind of routine is with your wife and your kids, and what does your home life look like?
And I will say this before you answer that. You literally, I feel like between the working hours, you are hustling. Like even
Yeah.
sitting here, we're setting up. He's like
You're
working
making me
leads.
blush, Aaron,
He's taking
come on.
calls. Like he's working his biz. So anyway, okay, go ahead.
So, and I want to paint the picture too. I started AZ Flat Feet. My wife was 5 months pregnant.
Dude, you're
So I go
crazy.
to her and I say, "Hey babe,
Yeah.
I have an idea to start my own business." She's like, "We're making good money, 6 figures. What are you thinking?"
Yeah.
So getting her behind me was big. She's
Yeah.
my partner in everything I do. So I couldn't have done it without her support. And this has helped me support her a little bit more.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm trying to be at home with the kids probably about 9 o'clock every real work day.
What time do you get up?
I try and get up around 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? Are you doing like the Miracle Morning, Hal S.
So-
Elrod type
Yeah,
stuff? What are
yeah.
you
So
doing?
I did a really good run of Miracle Morning,
Yeah.
which was great. I
Nice.
preached the Miracle Morning if you could do it.
Yeah.
Since having the new baby, I've faltered a little bit, and
I wonder why.
I need to get back to that. She's 5 months old.
Oh.
But no, I try and wake up early and
Okay.
try and like dedicate a little time to just self inspection. I guess if you're not I guess a God person or a believer or whatever.
Sure.
And I try and take some time to pray. I feel like I have gotten where I've gotten because of the blessings from the Lord, and He's inspired me to help me, take paths that I've taken.
Something greater than you.
Yeah.
Something
So
greater.
if you guys don't believe, take some time to meditate, take some time to think about, how you can be a better person, because I really believe that changing who you are then helps you rise to the occasion to do big things, to do new things. So I try and do a little bit of that in the morning, and then my kids wake up 7-ish, 7:30, so it's me and the 3 girls for the first little bit, trying to give mom a rest. She's up with baby late, and then the grind. So starting at about 9 o'clock, I'm full into it till about 6.
Yeah.
Try and turn off for dinner, and then once wifey goes to bed, I'm up from 11 to 2 a.m.
Do you work from home,
Yeah.
or do you go in the office? What's your balance there?
So I have a home office, but guys, I'm in the field all the time. So
Yeah.
this month I'm on track to do 25 listings. Last month I did 22 new listings.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the car taking appointments, like going to people's houses. So I don't have a true home base right now. It's just from home.
Yeah. Okay. You're like, you get up in the morning, you do all your Miracle Morning
I need
stuff.
to go work out with you, dude.
You know
You're
what I
looking
mean?
trim.
Thanks, bro. Yeah. It's that keto diet.
Okay.
When you get back.
Say no to carbs.
What's that? I say not so much to carbs. I can't totally
I
cut
don't
those
like
out,
eating with
but
Aaron because he'll order a cheeseburger without the bread. And I'm like, I can't take it. So I just eat the
It
bread.
is good, and mustard, no ketchup. I mean, hey, I don't know. I'm kind of extreme with things, but I would say this. You know, you're doing your thing in the morning. You're with the kids. You're shooting off to the office. You get there. You're like, morning's going fantastic, and all of a sudden, like, boom, you lose a bunch of deals. Something goes haywire. Somebody quits. Whatever. How do you adjust to that the adversity of that?
I call it the whirlwind. I've been reading a book. It's called 4DX, 4 Disciplines of Execution.
Okay.
And that's
4DX.
where that's where I stole the term from, the whirlwind. But the whirlwind's strong as a business owner, as a real estate agent, even for you guys.
Yeah.
There's the day-to-day stuff
Yeah.
that has to get done. Period.
Yeah. So do you have like a list of like you come to the office, here's what I need to knock out immediately, like, you know, the one big thing or the, you know what I mean? Like,
so in the morning I try and set up my to-do list so that I have, and then I try not to get distracted off my to-do list.
Sure.
And then obviously you gotta do the whirlwind. Obviously you gotta take care of every task. You gotta get back to every seller. You gotta get back to every buyer. You gotta show houses. But I try and set up a little bit of time every day to do, extra bit of marketing. I showed you guys a new marketing piece that I'm putting
This
out.
morning, yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I try and set up, some time to do a training, manual, because I'm trying to bring on new agents. I have 2 new buyers agents.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring on a new transaction coordinator. Hey, Facebook, find me a new transaction coordinator.
YouTube,
or a
Instagram.
second one.
Yeah.
A second one, not a new one. The transaction coordinator that I have right now is a rock star. We just have too many deals. We have almost 40 listings today. I think we'll be at 40 listings. I need help.
You're wearing a lot of hats right now, it sounds like.
Yeah, listing agent, buyer's agent, transaction coordinator,
Dude.
dad.
Do you like that hustle though? Or are you looking to like
I'd be
delegate?
bored. So
Okay.
I guess my biggest issue as an entrepreneur is I can't delegate well enough.
Yeah. Why is that? You control freak?
Yeah.
So I literally just did a
Oh,
video
God.
that I haven't posted yet the other day about being a control freak, because I am a huge control freak, and
It's hard.
learning when you're running multiple businesses and a family, delegating and just letting go and letting people help you. And I will tell you that it's made such a huge difference in my life.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get to that level, so you'll have to
I'll
tell me
send you
this
the video.
Okay.
I mean, you guys, that's the only way to build a real business.
Have to.
You know,
Partners, delegation.
and shout out to my home group, Mark and Jeremy. I listened to the John Cheplack replay this morning, and he's
Taking mental notes.
he's a real estate coach, national real estate coach. Seems like a good dude. I've never met him, but he was talking this morning about building an actual business, and most agents just work a job. They're just going, showing up, running through their routine, going home, but they're not building something that would actually generate revenue outside of their activity. And
So, to interrupt, that's part of why it's AZ Flatfield. That's why it's not Brian Cunningham Group or I can name any other agent group, right? Is because if I ever leave, if I ever want to go on vacation, or if I ever want to sell this thing, when Brian Cunningham leaves, the operator leaves, you can't sell the business.
Yeah.
It's worthless.
Totally.
Right? Like, I'll name one of the biggest agents in the valley, Jason Mitchell.
Yep.
If Jason Mitchell ever left the Jason Mitchell Group, it's not worth anything.
You know what? And I don't know what his structure is, but I would say for the average agent, probably 95% of agents out there, if they went on vacation, guess what their business does?
It goes on vacation.
It goes on vacation with them. You know what I mean? And that's what's the duplication, multiplication of effort. You know what I mean? So that's what you're getting into. What's kind of your game plan with the company? Like,
What's next?
would you ever sell to, like, I don't know, a big competitor or?
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't want to, I guess I'll say it because I don't know that anyone will hustle this hard and will drop their feet this low. So I have a 3-year plan to get bought.
Yeah,
If I nip at the heels of these disruptors, these open doors, these offer pads, these Zillows, and they realize that I'm the only substitute product, relatively, right? That if someone says no to their purchase offer, I'm the best option to get them more money.
Sure.
And I can do volume. I mean, right now I'm on pace to do 300 transactions if I keep at 25, a month.
Sure.
So if I could do that kind of volume, I mean, in multiple markets, I think I have a good shot at getting bought. I don't know.
Do you plan on expanding outside of Arizona?
I hope to, right? So I've tried to buy up the domains, try and make sure that I have room to grow. And I'd love to be regional. I don't know that I need to go to North Dakota. No offense, North Dakota.
Yeah.
I don't know that I need to go to Montana.
It's fun to visit there, but
yeah. But I think I'd like to be regional.
sure.
I mean, I'm from California. I'd love to go back there. I mean, my ego's I guess really big, and I'd love to go there next. But
Sure.
we'll see. The market will dictate.
Do your folks work with you at all?
My mom used to work
Okay.
at the old property management firm with me, but no, my mom has a thriving company now. She does interior design and like staging for big apartment complexes.
Oh, that's awesome.
So she's busy. Dad helps. He's
Yeah.
he's now retired and he helps babysit the kids. He's like granddad of the year. Yeah.
Do you plan on building, I always say like I'm building an empire and a legacy. Is this something that you would want to continue to do, to have your girls go into real estate?
I'd love it. So I don't know. I think my highest like engaging posts are when my girls are involved. So I'll have them hold my business card and say, the next real estate agent of AZ Flat Fees. So I'd love for them to get involved because it's something where this business, you interact with a lot of people.
Sure.
You can benefit and change people's lives. I do a lot of seller side stuff, but my passion is the buyer side stuff because you help someone find their dream home. I'd love my daughters to get involved in that. It'd be great.
So, all right, I'm going to ask you a tough question. Maybe it's not tough for you, but who really is your competition in this market? Are real estate agents your competition, or is it the iBuyer concepts that are your competition? And are consumers aware of the different options out there, or are you educating them right out the gate?
The hardest thing for me, the reason why I'm not at 100 listings right now, no one knows to Google flat fee realtor.
But do they know about Open Door Offer Pad?
Everybody.
Okay, they all know about that.
Yeah, everybody knows about the iBuyer. They're spending $100,000, $200,000 a month.
And why are they choosing you over the iBuyer?
Because the net's higher.
Yeah, they're gonna have more
when
money
it's
at the end
on
of the day.
400,000, guys,
Yeah.
that's my average list. On 400,000, they save. Generally speaking, they save $9,000 right out the gate.
Yeah.
And then I discount the second side if I bring a buyer, which I've done several times this year. I have a client who has a $500,000 home. They saved $24,000 because I represented both sides.
Brian,
That's awesome.
so another question for you. How would an agent, let's say just average agent that maybe you're competing against, going up to bat against, maybe you don't even compete against agents, but how would an agent compete against a model like yours? Like, what can they do to show differentiation, to show more value, to whatever? Like, how would they compete?
It's tough. So when I go up against residential agents, the comment that just traditional agents, the comment that I get is, you're different. Period. It's not just the money.
Yeah.
It's how I approach it because I come from a totally different side of the business.
Yeah.
I haven't been traditionally trained by all these. I sit in a listing presentation. It's 100% different. So I tell each agent to find a differentiator, but it's hard to compete unless they disparage, which I get quite frequently. Brian Cunningham's not going to do anything to market your house. He's not going to even take photos. He's going to go out there with his cell phone, unless.
Give me the lineup of what you do. What would a traditional agent do above and beyond what you do, or what do you do above and beyond them? From a marketing standpoint.
I would say, and I tell my clients, I do everything that a traditional agent does, and sometimes, it depends on the agent obviously, I feel like I'm a little bit more tech heavy, right? And I'm willing to spend money on Facebook ads targeted, right? I'm willing to spend money to do big mega open houses. When I do an open house, I get signs put out for me. Phoenix Open House Services, shout out to you guys.
Shout out.
Free open house hopefully from this. But no, I have them set out signs for me. I pre-market the open house on Facebook. I have, dialers call and say, hey, we're having an open house, come on out.
Calling all the neighbors, circle prospecting.
A ton of money to make sure that my sellers get value. Last week, our team, we set 6 open houses. I sold 2 houses from the open house.
From the open house.
So
that's fair.
If the intent's there, if you're not there to get leads and you're there to sell your seller's house, which is your job, agents, when you go to an open house, it can happen.
No, absolutely. If somebody likes your model and they love you and they love what they're hearing right now, can they come to you like, hey,
Yeah.
Brian, ring ring, I want to work for you? I mean, you're open to bringing
100%.
in new.
So
Agents?
I brought in 2 agents in the last 2 months. I hope to bring on more. I'm happy to grow, and I'm also happy to mentor. Like, the thing is I feel like the model's going this way. I think 6% real estate is going to be a thing of the past really soon.
I actually agree with you.
My prediction that I've told people is it was 24 months from the time I left in August, so now I'd say 18 months. It's going to be, I mean, pretty well out the window or less market share than it has now. But yeah, I'd say come to me, because the thing is, I don't believe that most agents would grind this hard or spend this much money to market themselves. Guys, I did, I think, 10 sales last month. I took home a peanuts salary, and the rest I reinvested into the business. I think we spent, $17,000 this month in marketing.
Yeah.
Being an entrepreneur, you're constantly reinvesting. I mean, we just had this conversation last night. Like, you put in 5, you might make 6. You put in 5, you're constantly
Like,
investing
can we
money.
afford to do this? I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe I shouldn't buy the postcards, or maybe I shouldn't buy them.
Okay, Ashley and I have this like little
Battle.
battle going on, and
I'll scoot back so you can
and
see
the
each
and
other.
the battle
That's
consists
why we
of.
put people in the middle of us.
I can always see her out of the corner of my eye. Trust me, she,
Oh, yeah.
I always got an eye on her. But so the battle is you're an entrepreneur. I mean, the whole motivation for us doing this podcast is to inspire, educate, uncover journeys of entrepreneurs, influencers, innovators. Right? You're an entrepreneur. I mean, you started a company while your wife was 5 months pregnant. That is entrepreneurial. And semi-crazy. But dude, again, shout outs. What's your wife's name?
Lainey.
Yeah, Lainey, seriously. Okay, legit. But where I'm going with this is, what?
Spit it out.
What?
Just
Why
say
don't I
it.
have to spit it out? No. So basically, you're like, dude, I literally lost my train of thought with my whole
Look at
whole
him. He looks
backstory.
bewildered.
DNA.
What's up? Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's where I'm going with this, you guys. Is entrepreneurial, is this mindset, is it something you were born with? You talked about your dad like being a motivator for you, and you going, he was inspirational, but you also realized that you didn't want to be the person that was constantly working away from your family. And so, do you feel like you were born with this drive, this motivation? Like, was it in your DNA, or is it something that you've learned over the years?
Were you slinging Legos to your friends?
Yeah.
Or like silly putty to your friends at school?
I don't think I had it when I was younger. What I would say is it's less DNA and more circumstance.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I think things happen in your life that lead you or that motivate you. Right? Going on a Mormon mission and being able to knock doors in Orange County and be able to share what I think is the good word, the good news that Christ our Savior, right? Being able to do that and hustle that gave me the confidence to go out and say, I could sell anything. I mean, do anything.
You know what? That's a great point. How would an agent that might be kind of struggling or hit a plateau in their business, maybe they're at 5 million, they want to get to 10, or they're at 10, they want to get to 20, 25. How did they adopt the mindset where you're basically fearless, right? How do they adopt that same mindset where, and how do they have, not having to go on a Mormon mission for 2 years, but how do they overcome fear and just start
I think
producing?
for me, so I say no one's ever gonna hustle as hard as me, no one's gonna have the same intent.
Yeah.
If people want to take their business to the next level, we're in the customer service business, right? The intent has to be there.
Yeah.
They have to be willing to serve
Right.
that many more customers, and that has to be the motivation. If they for whatever reason want to say, hey, I want to help $5 million worth of sales volume of people find a new house, or like my motivation when I initially started AZ Flat Fee, this kind of taking a back seat. But my goal for the first year, and maybe I'm embarrassed because I didn't know if I could achieve this goal, but I wanted to save $500,000 for people who were first responders, firefighters or police officers.
Yeah.
Right? That was my motivation when I first got started, and I have a savings plan for them beyond my already $3,000 discount.
Mm-hmm.
But the entrepreneur who wants to grow their business has to go back to basics and find the intent, find what they do best and who they want to serve.
Sure.
And then have those people that they could potentially go out and serve be their motivation.
I love that.
Great advice.
That's like a mic dropper right there. Brian, amazing having you on, man.
I appreciate it.
Was that the fastest 30 minutes of your life?
That was 30 minutes?
Yeah,
I'm not quite
dude.
sure. Probably.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Holy
it
crap.
was
I
30
need to
minutes.
stop talking.
Dude, right? Okay, so how do people find you? How do they reach out to you? Where are you available at?
I try and be really available. Facebook, I have my own page, Brian Cunningham, right? Just my own personal.
Okay.
Easy flat fee page. Go like it right now. I'd love you guys to see my stuff. Instagram, I think it's BC_Han. I
Okay.
think so.
Okay.
We might need to change that.
Or we'll ask you
Well,
what that
and
means
Easy
later.
flat fee on Instagram.
And by the way, it's Brian with an I.
Yeah,
Brian
yeah, yeah.
with an
The guys with the vibe. No. And then just call me. If you guys have
Yeah.
a question and you have questions about what we said today, 480-370-6160.
Cool, man. Brian, thanks for
Awesome.
coming on.
Thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right. We're
We got-
out.
How do we shut
So
off
good.
these 7 cameras?
See ya. One at a time.
One at a time.
Rock on, dude. We're
My
gonna have Rob.
headset, I couldn't hear anything.
We're gonna have
the whole
Robin
entire
edit
time.
out my like
This
brain
hasn't been
fart.
working very well lately.
I
Dude.
need to plug it in on the other side. I'll get an adapter for you
How was
here
it,
in a
man?
minute.
That's it. I feel like
I'll let
there's a
this
couple
run out.
answers I
It
got
should be
long-winded
good.
on. Sorry.
No, not at all. Aaron's always
I'll go
long-winded.
grab you an adapter.
And you know what? She tells me after every episode I'm long-winded, and then I got long-winded again, and then I lost my train of thought, and I'm like, oh my god, Ashley's gonna like beat me up about this. I was just thinking about how you're just laughing inside, like I knew
I
it.
want to see what these comments
I
mean.
knew it. Okay, all right, let me shut these off. You
Thanks
guys,
for watching.
thanks for hanging out with
guys.
us. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you
it.
guys.
You guys also, if you want to, you can, Aaron and I now have a YouTube channel, which he's actually going on live as well. This Just Got Real Estate. Then we have our Instagram, This Just Got Real Estate. Is that what we're,
Yeah,
we're on
YouTube.
live right now?
Instagram and Facebook, you guys. And then if you need to get to any of our podcasts that we filmed, thisjustgotrealestate.com. Thisjustgotrealestate.com, you guys. We love you. Thank you very much.
We're out. Peace.
And
Oh, there's Robin. Can you see Robin?
what up? Get Robin in there.
I'm back here somewhere, hiding behind this lady.
Oh, I've been holding that coffin this whole time.
Well, anytime you need to, just tell me to cut the mic down and I can cut it down for you.
Cool, cool.
You can cough.
There you go.
There we go.
So anytime you need to cough, just